All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Chris's Sports Corner. Real quick, man, hope everybody's having a great Thursday. Man, there's a lot going on in the NBA world, man. I really kind of sat down a little bit today. Well, I had some work to do. Man, spend some time with the fam. The wifey had an off day today, so I figured this was gonna be a day for me to, just kind of chill, man. I've been going hard at this thing, and then I don't know what everything start happening in the NBA, man. So the wife is getting some rest. The baby's upstairs. I'm here with you guys. All right, so let's talk about it, and let's see if we can get this done before she rushes down here. The Philadelphia 76ers have made Ben Simmons available in a trade for the Houston Rockets' James Harden. All right, now let me say this. This is good and bad on both sides. Okay, let's look at it from the Rockets standpoint. First of all, I think the Rockets are looking at this thing like they got all the leverage, and actually they do. Like, James Harden can be mad, but it is what it is. It's not like, and one of the quiet positive things is that you got a John Wall there and a DeMarcus Cousins who already don't have chemistry with James Harden. Now, you'll love for them to get that chemistry, but it's not like him not being there going to hurt how they play, because they not used to playing with him anyway. They're learning to play with each other, and of course their relationship go deep, back into college. So, but he did play. He did get in and play. And everybody say James Harden look overweight. The memes are still coming in. They're funny. I can't. Now, I got to say this, though, and I don't want to go too far off topic. But when James Harden made the comment and said he was in Las Vegas and I forgot the other place, he said he was only there because he was training. James. Don't look like you've been doing no training there, buddy. But then again, I just think he's trying to say the right thing. He just don't want to be there. But he definitely, if he been training, then it don't look like it. But again, James, and I'm not saying that from like, oh, he's fat, because he's not. All right, he looked a little big from what we used to, but James Harden never been a muscular cut guy. That ain't never been his style. He always had a kind of an unorthodox body type, which made his ability on the court even like that much more dynamic. Because if you just see James Harden, you don't think basketball player. Minus his height, you don't think basketball player, but the things that he's able to do on the court is absolutely fantastic from a scoring perspective. And as we've seen in the playoffs, he can either block some, he can even block some shots and play some defense as well. So from that perspective, I get it. Not from the Rockets' perspective, they're not going to give up James Harden for nothing. Yeah, they want a king ransom, and they feel like they got all the rights. You ain't got to give us what we want. We don't have to move him. So you're at our beck and call, and I understand that. And I'm gonna be honest here. They got the right to feel that way, right? Like, and I'm gonna make another video on this because I'm like, it's starting to feel like James Harden is on a little bit of attack right now. Now the question is that warranted, or is that just the organization going against it? We'll talk about that later. But from the Philadelphia 76ers standpoint, bringing in James Harden and giving up, because it's clear they want 3 first-round picks and they want Ben Simmons. Now you give up that, you pretty much mortgage your future, and you give up Ben Simmons. Now the one thing that James Harden clearly got over Ben Simmons, besides his ability to score, is his durability. James Harden been pretty much healthy. He's an Iron Man. And let me stand right here, or sit right here, because I ain't standing. Sit right here and say, I am more than endowed by the way that he loves to play basketball. Like, he don't miss games. Like, he really don't. Like, if he can play, he's going to play. He's not an injury-riddled person. He's not a give-me days off person. He stand firmly against that, and I stand firmly with him on that. He's not that type of guy. He want to play basketball. So you got to give him that. And Ben Simmons, he's known to have injury here, injury there, injury here, injury there. So you definitely get someone that's going to be there. But now the question is, his co-star, Joel Embiid. Man, Joel Embiid can be so dominant at times. Like, it's out of this world how dominant he can be. And then this other games, you're just like, hey, you here today? Well, are you off today? Like, what are you doing? You put in a 2-week notice? What's going on here, man? Why you not playing? Give us that. And then he gets some of the weirdest injuries and be gone for a week or two. It's hard, man, because I like Ben Simmons. I mean, I like Ben Simmons too, but I really like Joel Embiid. I think that guy is a beast when he is healthy and when he want to be. To me, the antics sometimes gets the best of him, right? Like the extra stuff he does. It's like, hey, my guy, come on, man. This ain't, I hate to compare him, but he kind of remind me of Patrick Beverly. It's like, guy, you're good, but sometimes the antics, you got to be doing more than what you're doing, all right? Like, you got to be a bigger, and the difference between Beverly and Joel Embiid, obviously Joel Embiid is a superstar. Healthy, at full speed, Joel Embiid is a superstar. So, yeah, you pair him with James Harden, and James Harden do get his assists. Now, the narrative, he's only shoot, but he always up there in assists as well, especially in his last couple years. So, you compare that with Joel Embiid. Now you can't guard, but that's the thing too. James Harden opened up that three because you ain't gonna guard the you ain't gonna crowd the middle with James Harden out there because James Harden can shoot. So now you give Joel Embiid more space to operate in the middle, where Ben Simmons, he shoot 1 3-pointer in a career. So I get it. It's a lot to give up. But honestly, I'm gonna be honest. I think that 76er Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons thing has kind of ran its course. I really feel like Doc Rivers there though, so it could bring a different spark. I like Doc Rivers as a coach. That's why I thought the Clippers should have kept him. I thought they should have ran that thing back one more time to make sure that it just won a anomaly season. But that's neither here nor there now. But You bring up James Harden in to give that team a fresh feelings, a new spark, and in addition to the addition they made this offseason. And you move Ben Simmons to Houston, along with 3 first-round picks. The question is, how would that work with James? How would that work with Joel Embiid? It's a lot. Ultimately, would I do the deal? Yes. If I was on either side, yes, I'd do the deal. Because I think the Philadelphia thing needs some fresh blood to it, and I think the Houston Rockets need to get rid of the James Harden situation because it ain't going to get better. That's how I feel, man. So we'll see how this plays out. But, if they do get this deal done, you'll know right here. So keep it locked. With that being said, please like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Until next time, you guys be great.